students, good morning. Welcome back to your science class. This is your science teacher Vandana. In the last class we had completed chapter 4 along with the revision. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 6, animals everywhere. Chapter 5 is not in your syllabus, so we have to start chapter 6, animals everywhere. So before starting, I want to ask some few questions. So, do you have any pet? How many pets do you have? Yes, please tell me. I know everybody likes the pets. Some have dogs, some have cats, some have birds also like parrots. So, have you found any common characteristics or means their habitats, their feeding habits, how they sleep? Yes? Yes. So, everybody likes the animals. So today we are going to discuss animals, different types of animals. As you can see on the board, I roughly draw different types of animals. So let's start. First is giraffe. I know it is little bit small as compared to the original giraffe, but I roughly draw it so that the content is clear to you. Second is duck. Third is rabbit. Fourth is cow. Fifth is fish. Sixth is snail, crocodile, sparrow, butterfly and loin. Loin, as you know, as you can see, the space is not enough, so I roughly draw in the loin in small format. So basically these are all different types of animals. Suppose, as you know, giraffe lives on grassland areas where big trees are there, or you can say dense forest. Second is duck lives in water. Rabbit lives in burrows, that is dig in the ground. Third is cow lives in open areas or where plenty of grasses is there so that the cow can eat that. Next is fish. Fish lives in water. Snail lives in open areas and it can camouflage with the surrounding area so that it can protect himself, from the danger. Second is crocodile. Crocodile lives both on land as well as on water. So it is an amphibian. Next is sparrow lives on, as you can see, as you know, birds are lives on trees. Loin is the king of forest. So basically he lives in forest, or you can say he lives in the den. Den is in forest. And last one is butterfly. Butterfly basically lives on trees or flowers, because they suck the nectar from the flowers. So these are different types of animals. So today we are going to start our chapter Animals Everywhere. So first topic is habitat. What do you mean by habitat? Habitat means the natural place of a living being. Whether it is a desert area, forest area, grassland, trees, or you can say mountains, hilly areas. So these are basically habitat. Habitat means the natural home or the natural place where a living organism or an animal feels protected, gets the proper amount of food, shelter and the environmental conditions that he can easily adapt so that he can live properly. Means the environmental condition that is suitable to live, that is known as habitat. Suppose if you are living in your house is your habitat. How? Because in your house you feel very comfortable, you get the proper amount of light, water, basic needs that is required for living, proper amount of food, shelter and the condition, the environmental conditions. Suppose now there is a humid, you can say season. So you have your AC, so you do not feel, you can say hot. So this is all about the environmental conditions where you can feel comfortable or easily adapted so that you can live comfortably. So this is your habitat. In the same way, animals, where they feel comfortable, they get proper amount of food, shelter, protection from danger. Shelter means protection from danger and safe for living, safe place for living, that is known as shelter. So basically that is their habitat. Clear beta? So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the habitat and different types of animals, how they adapted themselves. Let's start. Animals live everywhere. They live in a place which provides them with food, water, shelter and the right kind of environment they need. Such a place is called the habitat of an animal. In other words, habitat is a natural home of living things. Clear? Animals present everywhere. The natural place is called habitat. Types of habitats. There are different kinds of habitats on the earth. Forest, as you can see in the lion. Deserts, as you can see in the camel. Grasslands, as you can see snail or rabbit. Mountains like polar bear, like yak lives mainly on mountain areas, or polar bear lives in snowy areas near Antarctica, you can say. Rivers and oceans. In aquatic animals, like different types of fishes live in water, so these are all their habitats. Are the examples of different types of habitat. Each kind of animals live in a particular habitat. For example, floricans, a type of bird. Florican is a type of bird. Black bugs. Do you know black bug? It is the state animal of our state, that is Haryana. It is Haryana state animal, black bug. Okay beta, it is also called antelope. Black bug is also called antelope and it is our state bird. So you have to know this about. And cheetah live in warm grassland with plenty of open spaces and rich growth of grass. So basically they all live in grasslands. Grasslands means brownish color grasses so that they can easily hide from the danger. Do you see the Discovery Channel Animal Planet? You definitely have to see that, because in that channel or that channels they describe each and everything. So you have to see the Animal Planet or Discovery Channel. It is very much interesting. Okay beta? These animals cannot live in a dense forest covered with trees. On the other hand, orangutans and hornbills live in dense rainforest. Orangutans, as you can see in the picture, it is basically a you can say species of ape. जो बंदर की प्रजाति होती है उसको बोलते हैं. एंड बेसिकली दे लिव इन डेंस रेन फॉरेस्ट. बहुत बड़े बड़े ट्रीज पे रहते हैं सो दैट दे कैन इजिली लिव बिकॉज इट इज देयर नेचुरल हैबिटेट, नेचुरल प्लेस. ठीक है. हॉर्नबिल, हैव यू सीन द मूवी लॉयन किंग? अगर आपने वो मूवी देखी होगी लॉयन किंग, उसमें लॉयन जो सिम्बा था उसके साथ एक बर्ड था जो हमेशा यू कैन से उसको हर चीज बताता था. तो दैट इज हॉर्नबिल. Okay beta, it is a type of bird. They will not able to survive in open grasslands. Yaks and snow leopards live in cold, high mountainous regions of Himalayas. They do not live in warm places. Yaks and snow leopards, they have fur, thick outer covering of skin, that is known as fur. They help to protect from the extreme cold conditions. So they easily adapt in mountainous regions. They are not able to live in warm areas. Plain areas में वो survive नहीं कर पाएंगे because they are adapted to that surroundings. They are comfortable in their habitats. And do you know where polar bears live? Obviously they live in snowy areas near Antarctica, and they, as you can see the polar bear in movies or on Discovery Channel also. So पोलर बेयर की जो आउटर कवरिंग होती है बिल्कुल व्हाइट कलर की थिक फर होता है, मींस दैट इज दे प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड कंडीशंस. दे लिव ओनली इन द एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड नॉर्थ पोलर रीजन्स. क्लियर बेटा? नेक्स्ट इज टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स. व्हाट आर टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स? देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ एनिमल्स, टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स और एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स. टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स मीन्स दोज एनिमल्स विच बेसिकली लिव ऑन लैंड. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जिराफ, रैबिट, snail, lion, sparrow lives on birds. So basically those live on land that are known as terrestrial animals. They live in open grasslands, hot deserts, wet rainforests, cold polar regions and on high mountains. Some of them live around us. Second is aquatic animals. Aquatic means water. Aqua means water. Animals that live on water are called aquatic animals. They live in oceans, lakes, rivers and ponds. Fish, starfish, coral, shrimps, sea snakes, whales, dolphins and water birds are all aquatic animals. These cannot live on land. Basically they all live on land. So you have to study this, and after that we will discuss it later. Thank you.